I never explained where we're going. We're at Jeju Folk Village on the southeast, well, almost south side of the island, but we're here now. Cool, this is the map. We're doing everything today. We're at the gate, let's go. Cool, so we just learned that Jeju is one of the 7 wonders of the world. We didn't know that. That's pretty dope, actually. We just Googled if Jeju is one of the 7 wonders of the world because we didn't know about it. It used to be one of the 7 wonders of the world. Apparently it's not anymore. I don't know how you can go from being a wonder to not being a wonder, but okay. Update, it still is one of the wonders of the world. So we're learning that there's many types of 7 wonders of the world. There's the ancient world and the modern world, and then there's the natural world versus the man-made world. And Jeju is part of the new
natural world.
So there's the old 7 wonders of the natural world. It's part of the new 7 wonders of the natural world, and they were decided in 2009.
Yeah, I think they keep updating the list not every
but
so
it's like,
often, but it's like...
They don't update the list, they don't change things, they just keep adding new lists.
Yeah.
So there's many different 7 wonders. They got a man in here. These cows! Hi, cows! Piggy, piggy, piggy. We ate your friends the other night. Funny experience. We were, minding our own business, looking at things here, and 2 kids with their dad are right behind us. The boys are probably like 12 years old, and we just hear the kid behind us go, "Appa, 외국인, 외국인," which Appa is dad, so he's telling his dad, and 외국인 is foreigners, like foreigner, and he's just like, "외국인, 외국인," and and I turned around, and his dad had to pull him away from walking up to us, and that happens a lot here, actually.
A lot of children come up to us and they're just like, "Hello," and we're like, "Hi." And
children in Seoul, and then like almost everybody outside of Seoul, once you leave areas where foreigners are common, people will unabashedly stare at you.
Yes.
And like speak to you in English. Obviously, they assume we don't know like any Korean, or just like once you go outside of places where foreigners are common, you can tell people are like, whoa.
Yeah.
And that's happened to us a couple of times when we're outside of Seoul, but it's funny but also strange. There's a wood crafting shop. We're gonna do the maze. It's shaped like a fish. Sorry, what'd you say?
I want to get lost, but then find my way out.
Okay, so which way should we go, bestie? Okay.
I think we made it.
There's bunnies. Bunny, 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 bunny. Okay, we're dealing with the same thing we dealt with in other places in this country, where the maps are not very accurate and not very detailed, so we have no idea where we are in this village right now.
We're trying to find one place and we're going in that general direction, but it's like there's so many things in between that it doesn't say in the map.
They just don't have anything on the map, so that's a problem. We'll figure it out. We found the exit, so we're just gonna go. Anyways, we're gonna go eat lunch now. We're gonna eat here. We plan to eat here, and oh my god, it's the only restaurant that we planned that has been open, so we're very happy right now. I'm going to get that's sea urchin soup, sea urchin noodle soup, and yeah, there's a line though, so we don't know. Okay, we put our number in the waiting system, and there's a beach nearby, so we're gonna go look at it.
Yes.
We have these fun statues. Look at mama otter and baby otters, and then snail. Snail! And this is the beach. Looks like a good day for wind sailing, paragliding, whatever that is. There's zodiac statues. There's a mouse, cow, tiger, rabbit, and then a bunch more down there. We're both Year of the Snake. Let's go see if we can find it. Got our dragon. And then snake, think, right here. Yeah, there's our boy. So this is funny. Every time we visit, not every time, but a lot of times when we see zodiac statues, they have arms and legs and they're wearing robes. All of the animals have arms and legs and they're wearing like monk's robes. Even a snake, which doesn't have arms or legs. So every time we've seen a statue of a zodiac, we've had to stand next to this like bald lizard thing that's supposed to be a snake, but he's also wearing robes and has arms and legs. So accurate, man. And there's some more Peña statues. Okay, it's incredibly hot, but I have sea urchin soup with noodles, and she has pork soup with noodles, and then our side dishes, like always. I have some sea urchin. I've never tried it before. It's really good. Oh, dang, sea urchin is really good. We finished lunch. We are now heading to the Jeju herb garden. Well, we are not currently on our way there. We are waiting for a bus.
Most of the time here, the buses are like, no arrival info. And we're always like,
Because
it's okay.
they don't come for another 3 hours.
We're like, well, it's okay. We'll wait till we get to the bus stop. And then we get to the bus stop and they're like, okay, yeah, there is no arrival info.
Yeah.
And so we look at alternatives and they're like, it doesn't leave its station until like
an hour from now.
Yeah, and we're just always like, oh.
Yeah, no, public transport in Jeju is...
People were not lying when it said it's really hard. But
like, you can get places, like leaving our hotel because our hotel is in Center City, Jeju. And we are like right around the corner from the bus terminal. And we leave around 8:30 or 9 in the morning. So it's very easy to like start our day, but in the middle of the day, getting from place to place when we're like out of the city is pretty difficult. Getting a taxi is okay-ish, but we can't drive here, so we don't have the rent-a-car option. We don't have our international licenses, so that's not an option for us, but we're managing. We planned our trip with travel time in mind, so we've been able to do everything we've wanted to do every day. So yeah, anyways, we're on our way to the herb garden next. Hi, remember we talked about earlier how the maps here are crazy and kind of, excuse my language, fuck us over a lot? Just happened again. So Naver Maps is the equivalent of Google Maps. Naver Maps is like really dependable. So we were heading to the Jeju Herb Garden. We get on the bus that Naver Maps tells us to go on. We're watching the route. Like, we are on the bus riding it. And bus driver just keeps going straight when he should have made a left. Okay, and we keep driving, we're like, oh, maybe he's taking the next left. Nope, keeps going, and we start getting on the highway. Okay, so we missed it. We decide to get off the bus. We're in the middle of a highway right now, and apparently 221's coming in 4 minutes, BT dubs. We're, like, the bus just didn't take the route it was supposed to take. So that was very confusing. So we're skipping the herb garden, and now we're trying to get to a green tea cave. But again, we're in the middle of a highway right now, and the bus stop we're at has one bus coming, and they didn't tell us it was coming until right now. So we don't know what's happening. We're trying our very, very best to figure out what's happening.
Very stressful. Like, we were just like. We were like, what is going on? We don't know what to do.
We were sitting on the bus, and the bus just didn't follow the route that it's supposed to follow.
Yeah, it's not like we were like chose the wrong bus, because we were going the right way for half of the ride, and then we were supposed to turn, and then like we're like I'm like staring at the map the whole time, because I think we were
we can follow the route.
2 more stops.
We can follow the route on Naver Maps,
and we needed 2 more stops to get to where we wanted to go, and then Grace is like, he's not turning, and then he didn't turn and kept going straight, and I was like, oh, it's fine, maybe the next one, and he still didn't turn,
and he got on the highway,
and we were like, okay, well,
so we were like, we shouldn't go any farther because we'll end up somewhere we really don't know where we are. So we just got off at the next stop, which happens to be at like the start of the highway, but we're figuring it out right now. We're very frustrated. Yeah, we're very frustrated right now and very confused right now.
Yeah.
We tried to take that bus that I just videoed we were on. It dropped us in the middle of nowhere again. And then we are using Naver Maps. It told us to get off at this stop. We did, and then it changed the course. We were supposed, after it dropped us here, it said we needed to take the bus that we got off of further.
Yeah.
After we got off, even though this was the stop they told us to get on. So again, we're in the middle of the fucking highway, and we got a taxi because this is too much, and somehow we passed the destination. But anyways,
I'm stressed out and annoyed.
Very annoyed because we're doing what the map tells us to do. We're not using Google Maps, we're using Naver Maps, which is supposed to be very reliable for Korea. We're putting everything in Korean into it. So this is very, very annoying, very stressful. ended up taking a taxi. We're here.
I think.
We're at the green tea farm and cave. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so after using the 화장실, the bathroom, we are walking through the green tea fields. We are here not because we love green tea. We are here because apparently there's a cave here and green tea grows inside the cave. But anyways, here are the fields. They're kind of pretty. We think we found the cave because everybody that's here keeps coming out of there. But it was so difficult to find it and get here because there's no marker on the map. So we'll see. Okay, so that cave was actually really, really cool. We're gonna see more caves while we're here, so we're super excited. It was a small cave.
Yeah.
I didn't get a video of it, but I was throwing rocks into it to see if I could see how far it goes. But I couldn't, there wasn't any water it splashed into, it didn't hit anything, and the rocks disappeared into the darkness. So it went pretty deep.
Yeah.
But that was cool. It's really just like a photo op place. Now we're heading to the Jeju Stone Park. Oh my god. We have liked everything we've seen and done today. It's just the traveling between them is crazy.
It's been so stressful. We've been like we got here and I was like to the green tea farm and I was like, oh no, what if, because we couldn't see a cave from like the front.
Yeah.
I was so nervous that there wasn't going to be anything here.
Yeah.
But then we got to the cave and we were like, oh, it's worth it. It was worth everything that we like went through right now.
Yeah.
Traveling and all that.
But now we're probably just gonna get a taxi out of here. Like for example, we checked how to get to the Jeju Stone Park from here on Naver Maps by public transport. And it said it's a half-hour walk from here to the bus stop to take the bus for 12 minutes, get off, and walk another 15. So, no. And with how much Naver has been unreliable today, like completely telling us the wrong things, no. We're just gonna take a taxi. We made it, and it looks really cool here, so we're excited. These rocks are absolutely massive, and there's so many of them. So many of them. Okay, so that's where that mother's stone was. This is mother's room. So there's a plaque all the way back there that we read. We're kind of on a time crunch, so we're not really going to go back and talk about it to show you guys. We're not going to go back and show you guys, but we'll talk about it. So basically, precious lava stone, that's the stone that's in there. Looks like a mother standing with her son in her arms, and it reminds of Grandma Somunde. Yeah. Okay, so there's a legend here. I'll get a video of the legend when we go back outside, but basically this rock looks like a mother holding her child, and it represents the mother in the legend. This is really cool though. While we're walking to the next thing, I'll explain the legend of Grandma Somunde. So there are those big stones behind us. There's lots and lots of them, and they're called, I think those are the ones. I think those are the ones here, but they may be somewhere else. Those may just be recreations of them, but there are stone formations called the 500 Generals, and the legend goes that Grandma Somunde, she had 500 sons or grandsons, don't really know, and there was a time of famine, and they all left, all 500 sons left to go hunt for food, and she, while they were gone, made soup and was stirring a pot of soup when she eventually starved to death, and she fell into the soup and drowned. So the sons came back, they didn't know where their mother was, and they said, oh, but she made us the soup. And so they ate the soup with their mother in it, not knowing that she was in there. And then basically the last son didn't eat the soup. He found a bone in it before he ate it and realized it was their mother they were eating. And so he actually yelled at all of the other brothers and ran away crying. And all of the other brothers were horrified that they ate their mother. And so they mourned and mourned and mourned, and eventually turned into stone as they mourned their mother. And so they are warriors and generals, and so now those stone formations are meant to symbolize those generals and that legend. So yeah. And that rock, the shadow, was meant to symbolize Grandma Somunde's love for her children. Update, we know where we're going now. We're trying to find the, excuse me, there's a name for them. The Dolherubang, Dolherubang. They're very famous in Jeju. They're Jeju staples. You can't find them anywhere else in the world. Also, just to confirm, those big rocks are in fact the real 500 generals. Those aren't recreations. Those are the real generals. Here's a sky pond if you want to dip your feet in. And right next to this gorgeous, gorgeous mountain with so much more beautiful landscape right behind it. They have a bunch of remnants of things that were used to build villages in Jeju for a long time. So these are gate posts, and these, don't know. But we see the Dolherubang over there. They're pronounced Dolherubang. So there's a bunch of recreations. There's only 45 left. 45 Dolharubangs are kept in Jeju and 2 in the National Folk Museum. So there's only 47 in existence, and this is one of them. Yo, so remember we told you about Grandma Somunde? So this is the soup pot she fell into. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this pond is the soup she fell into, and all of those little things, they represent her 500 sons mourning her. So this is a lava stone, and it was placed here to represent the youngest son who actually didn't eat his mother. Yeah, so this is the youngest son. It faces the mountains and looks over the pot of soup. Yeah, and each side you look at it from is slightly different. So we actually found another plaque talking about the 500 generals. So you can see here, natural stone resembling various figures of human heads are used for their images. And look at this one we found. So some of them are like, okay, like kind of look like human heads, whatever. Then we find this one. Look at that. It has a nose.
And a mouth.
It has a nose and a mouth and eyes. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. So we're back to where we started out. And just to give you guys a sense of how big this place is and how big these rocks are, we didn't even hit the right half of this park.
Yeah, we kind of come to it.
Yeah. So this is just how big these stones and this park is. Look, it's a little man, a little centipede man. Look at him go. Bye, dude. And these flowers are everywhere in Jeju. They're absolutely gorgeous. I've never seen them before in my life. They're so beautiful. If anybody knows what they're called, please tell me. So we're on our way out now. Oh my god, it's so windy. I don't know if you can hear me, but we're on our way out now. We are gonna head to dinner because we've learned our lesson from the past few nights. Things in Jeju close very early. So we are going to Noodle Street, Jeju Noodle Street for dinner tonight. So yeah, we'll check back in with you guys when we choose what we're eating. Surprise, surprise, for the 4th night in a row, the restaurant we picked is closed when we show up to it. We don't know why. It is 7 p.m. We do not understand. It's 7 p.m. on a Saturday. Anyways, Noodle Street is not very noodly, so we'll just find something to do. We're at this restaurant. We're trying some new things. I've had makgeolli before. This is her first time having makgeolli. But you drink it out of the bowl. But we're trying some new dishes, and the server here is absolutely wonderful. She's so cute. She's so cute. We tried some noodles for lunch today, so some of those were on the menu. Those same dishes that we had for lunch today were on the menu here. And we didn't want to try those same things again, so we got some other stuff, and she had recommended the things we tried for lunch today. And when we ordered, she was very surprised. She was like, oh, so Korean. It was so cute. I got noodles with young radish kimchi, and you got bean noodles. And we're having boiled mandu coming soon. Mandu is dumplings. No. I love kimchi. This is so good. And it's a cold noodle. This is so good. Steph says hers is really, really good.
These are so good. I literally tried the broth and I was like...
Okay, so we finished our day. We've had some makgeolli, yes, and we're about to head back to our guest house. I think today, with as stressful as it was with the travel, I think we did one of my favorite things, which was the stone park. So I'm very happy with today.
I think we really, really enjoyed everywhere we went today. It was just the process of getting to those places that really stressed us out.
Yeah.
But overall, we like really enjoyed what we saw. It was very beautiful. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you for day 5 tomorrow.